So we have made it to the front of Snow Point Temple. I am not going to fight all three of those bronzing at once this time. It was fun to do the one time. Not sure if I'd do it again. Alright. So what are you two, or I guess three if you count Braviar. What are you three idiots doing? What do you want? I've forgotten why I came here already. Hey, Dragonite! It's nice having someone new out here to play with. Safety in numbers or something like that. Anyway, here's Snow Point Temple. I've opened the front door for you. Just one more little chasing left for you to do. But the real question is, am I really having fun playing with you, or am I bored? I'm starting to think the answer is yes. Not like the inclusive or yes, like it's definitely one of either of those, but like yes, she is having fun. Alright, if you have Warden Sabi's approval to enter, but then by all means do, but be warned, those who cannot solve the temple's puzzles won't get very far within. I've heard that the trick is to pay attention to which way some statues are looking. Okay, come to think of it, I believe these statues have some sort of pattern in their chest too. Alright, are we gonna do things with Regis now? We have not really had to do any puzzle solving so far in this game. It's really just been catching Pokemon primarily. There has been very little puzzle solving. Alright, so which direction some statues are facing? You're all facing in, but the pattern of dots, let's see. Yeah. Bronzong, go away. Okay, so that's a hexagon with all 6. That is a diamond. That is another one of the diamonds. A hexagon. Alright. Interesting. I was never very good. Here's another one of those things. I was never very good at those, like, those shrine puzzle things in Breath of the Wild. Although, so far, the ones that I've come across, I have been able to solve on my own without help. But that is perhaps for another day. Zubat. Not interested in Zubat. I'm gonna go take a break from looking at the puzzle for a moment. Alright, that definitely looks like Regigigas-esque. So I'm gonna probably have to come back there. Zubat, go away. If I had any of the, like, repel-like items, this wouldn't be a bad time to use them because I'm expressly not interested in wild Pokemon right now. And they'll probably keep spawning infinitely, even if I, like, defeat them or catch them or whatever. Let's see. Up here... perhaps I'm gonna have to, like... rock pattern. Like a Regirock, you say. Alright, so they're facing, like, forward so far. A steel pattern, and this one's gonna be an ice pattern, isn't it? Are these gonna be the actual Regis that I have to fight? And catch or whatever? Alright. So here's where the quest marker is, and there are 3 panels fitted into the door. Each panel has a pattern carved into it. There are faint traces of words carved into the door as well. Whither the statues gaze. Well, first was rock, then was steel, then was ice. So if I just have to, like, hit them in the order that I found them, that will be my first guess. Steel and ice. I guess this would be the equivalent to, like, doing the, like, the puzzle door, like the Nordic puzzle door things in Skyrim, instead of trying to talk to the guy who may or may not let me in or something. You are... Is there anything back here? No, there is not. There is a wisp, however. Alright, you almost escaped my notice. 15 remain. Alright, so which one is this going to be? This is going to be... that is rock. No, that's ice? Alright, that's ice. I should probably write these down like those designs. This one is going to be rock. So the diamond is rock, the hexagon is ice, and the fragment is steel, huh? What do you mean by, like, a rock pattern, an ice pattern, and a steel pattern? What does that even mean? I've already forgotten. Hang on, yeah. Let me definitely write this down. So this one was rock. I'll write down the symbols for good measure, too. And this one was steel, I think. And ice was the hexagon. Alright. Gonna write that down. I have fewer excuses to forget than I did last time. There's a fourth one over here. Alright, so ice. And that's gonna also be a hexagon. I guess that makes sense, because that's like the pattern that ice, like, crystals sometimes form. You know, it's how snowflakes get their shape and whatever. And rock off to the side. And that's not like a thing I can interact with, no. Okay. So I'm probably gonna, I feel like I'm gonna have to input 5 values. Wither the statue's gaze. Let's try ice. And then let's try rock. And then let's try steel. And then I don't know what the order of the second tier is supposed to be. Like, I'll go with ice first, because that was the first one that I found, and then rock again. Nothing happened. Alright, let me try that in the reverse order. Alright, rock, and then lastly ice. And if this doesn't work, I will have to go back to the drawing board. Alright, that worked. Did it? It did, okay. I saw the screen shake, and then nothing happened for a minute. Okay. Fun. This is going to get a little more complicated. I don't know exactly, like, the person outside said something about, like, the direction the statues are facing. I'm not completely certain what that means yet. I don't know if I have to, like, start with the ones that are turned away and then, like... Oh, man. They're really all in the same place now. Hang on. Wait a minute. I have... Oh, you know what? I think I've got it. I think I know what I'm supposed to do here. So... if you imagine that this is, like, one of those, like, light puzzles, and these guys are mirrors, I have to start in the order in which they're facing. So if I start with this guy, this is going to be, what, steel? Yeah, that's steel, alright. I think I'm going to remember the pattern now. So, steel, and then if you are looking at this guy, and that is going to be ice. And then, like, if this was a light puzzle and you, like, reflected the light in this direction, you were looking at this guy, who is rock. You are looking over here, and this one is ice. You are looking through the window, and this is really what tipped me off, the fact that it looks like, if I'm standing next to you, if it looks like you're just, like, looking through the window at the back of this guy's head. This is going to be steel. And last one is going to be rock. Alright, let's try putting in that password. If this is the answer, I like this. It took me a little bit of thinking about, and just... It almost felt like... I'm not going to say this really felt like a real puzzle that you'd find in a game that really specializes in puzzles, but it was definitely better than the usual puzzle that you get in a Pokemon game, I think. So let's start with steel, and then let's go with ice, and then let's go with rock, and then let's... No! I hit the A button too many times, and nothing's gonna happen. At least it doesn't, like, kick me out or, like, force me to fight or something. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, I said I'm gonna start with steel, then ice, then rock, then... ice again, then steel again, then rock again. Alright, we got screen shake, that's a good sign. And we can move onwards. Is there going to be another one, or is there going to be a, is that just like the rule of threes? That's going to be the third one. Alright, so I see I got a quest update, which makes me think that's the last one. And we can make our way to the top of the temple. Hello! You are an Alpha Gallade. Alright. And a Curlia. Oh, no, wait, that wasn't... No! Stop! Help! Alright, please get up. Where'd you go? Gallade, fight! Level 70. Alright. I probably shouldn't attempt to try and catch you. That's not going to do that much because, well, it did a lot, but it didn't kill me because your special attack is not very good. Infernal Parade is going to be super effective. You are, after all, psychic type. Part psychic, part fighting. I can use Infernal Parade. That should do a decent chunk to you. It didn't even do half. Alright. I guess 18 levels weaker, not even stabbed. Hey. I don't think Infernal Parade was that strong of a move to begin with. Alright, Typhlosion. You put up a nice valiant fight. Staraptor. Staraptor, do your thing. We're gonna have Staraptor go and use, I think, Brave Bird. Still no mastery over that one. If I... Okay, so that... a boosted Aerial Ace will only do 75 base damage, and I want a little more than that. Brave Bird, super effective. And that's going to take the Gallade down. Would have been perhaps a little nice if I could have caught you, but not going to count on that. And that is a large experience candy, which I don't have space for. Curlier despawned. What do I want to get rid of? Alright. The useless berries, as I've been calling them. Alright, so that's a large experience candy, and if I have to fight anything else, I may want to revive Typhlosion. Alright, that is a Ralts. Have I caught a Ralts before? I think I've caught a Ralts before. That should do it. Ralts is not very strong. You probably don't have that high a catch rate. Oh, I can evolve Swinub. Hang on. First, not that this is going to really be a problem because there are Swinub all over the place outside, but Swinub level 8. Alright, so I can report number defeated, get 1 level, and I can evolve you for a 2nd level. So I can evolve Swinub into Piloswine now. We can go ahead and do that. And you evolve into Mamoswine if you level up knowing Ancient Power, correct? So I might be able to just, like, do that now. But again, I don't know if I'll do that because it's Pokedex. Alright, so we've got ourselves a Piloswine. Piloswine got an idea for a new move, which may or may not be Ancient Powder. Alright, times I've seen it use Ancient Power. So I'm just gonna have Piloswine use Ancient Power a couple of times, and then we can evolve you, I think, into Mamoswine. I haven't seen a Mamoswine in the game yet, and there is no entry in here for number evolved. Can I evolve you into Mamoswine in this game? We'll find out. Alright, Ancient Power. None of these are terrible, but I think I will get rid of Bulldoze there. Okay, so I'm gonna go and run through the rest of my team and see if anybody can learn any new moves yet. Oh, you can just evolve straight off. Alright, won't do that yet. But I'm just gonna look at everyone's moves for a moment. Giga Impact, this tempts me. This tempts me. I'm gonna learn Giga Impact just because I want to. And because Double Edge isn't enough of a, well, double-edged sword already. We're going to learn Giga Impact. That is probably going to institute a delay between when I get to, like, move again, but who even cares, really? Alright, so I did go and revive Typhlosion just in case. Let's see, around this corner? You there, are we going to fight? I haven't really been fighting the Wardens, have I? We just have to do something else to gain Braviary's trust or whatever. I've been caught, so we're nearly done. That's no fun. Hey, remember my clairvoyance? It showed me something else. I saw you flying with Braviary. Do you think that'll come to pass? Yeah, flying in games. Whenever anyone says anything about flying in a game, it means that you'll be able to do it eventually, because flying is inherently fun. Well, however the future turns out, flying with Braviary isn't easy. If you really want to be able to fly high in the sky, prove to me that you're strong enough, so we are gonna fight. Gonna take us on? Alright, I have no idea who's out in the front of my party. I think it's Typhlosion. Now get ready, because here comes Rhyperior, Magmortar, and Electivire. All 3 of them. Go! So we have 3 new Sinnoh evolutions. And this is the... these are the Trade Me holding a special item evolutions. if I've got this straight. So, Typhlosion, Rhyperior, maybe not ideal, but the Electivire, we're gonna use this on Electivire because I don't want to waste a turn switching out because any of these three could absolutely destroy me. Oh, you're only level 30. Any of these three could absolutely destroy me on a switch out. I feel like Rhyperior is going to be the hardest, yeah. That's fine. Sorry, Typhlosion, but you don't have much that you can really do to the rest of these. I think Rhyperior is going to be 4 times weak to Liquidation. So I think we're going to bring in Walrein. And then after that, maybe we can see about having someone who's not quite as strong fighting Magmortar. Magmortar's only level 30. Alright, I definitely will give someone else the opportunity to fight you. But Liquidation from a Rhyperior is not even going to take you down. Actually, was that a physical water move or a special one? Because your physical attacks, your physical defense is like completely out of this world ridiculous. That is going to take Walrein down. And you know what? You know what, Magmortar? I mean, you know what? Who else? Gumi. Gumi has Water Pulse. Water Pulse is a special attack. I'm going to be poisoned. Alright, inconvenient. You have Water Pulse. Water Pulse is a special attack. I'm going to probably don't even really have to strong style that on Magmortar. I can probably get away with just this. I'll use a regular one. Oh no, I have the wrong one selected, don't I? Oh no, yes I do. Okay, I thought the arrow was pointing to the one I was going to attack, but nope. There goes Rhyperior. Good job, Gumi. Really pulling your weight here. That was a flamethrower, was it not? Let's go ahead and use a strong style Water Pulse on Magmortar. You are only level 30. And hopefully... Okay, not quite. Alright, do something dumb. Do something dumb. Really wanted Gumi to get experience from that, but I suppose Piloswine, your inaugural fight, can be going toe-to-toe with a Magmortar. I do get the first turn. Let's use Ancient Power. Make some progress towards our Pokédex updates. And there goes Magmortar. Alright, good game. Piloswine got almost 2 levels out of that. Wow, you caught us and beat us. You're winning all our games so far, but Braviary still wants to know. Braviary still wants to get to know you even better. Up to the roof we go. Alright, so is this where you just pitch me off and see if I learn how to fly before I hit the bottom? Let's see. Half my team is dead right now. It wasn't the hardest fight ever. It was over quickly, but the Pokemon that you did have were able to do quite a lot of damage at once. So let's take our leave. Hello, Braviary. It's turning out to be a nice, bit of a nice day out here, isn't it? All right. It's pretty far in the distance. All right, enough of that. Miss Golden Week or whatever your name was. I've already forgotten. I just remember the One Piece person, character villain thing. You are a Braviary. Alright, Braviary, why not test out Dragonite Strength for yourself? Are we gonna fight Braviary now? We are! Alright, that's fun. Cherrim is probably not who I want to have out in front in this fight. But just because we're here, I will use Stun Spore on you and see if I can soften you up a bit. You're gonna avoid that for other members of my team. The only move I have that can damage you is Draining Kiss, and that's probably not going to do a lot, but we are going to Stun Spore you. That is going to, I think, slow you down and occasionally make you able to not move. And you're going to Hurricane. That is going to destroy my Cherrim several times over. Alright, goodbye, Cherrim. However, I do have... Oh, you know what? You know what I have is various Ice-type moves and Rock-type moves on a Piloswine. And you have a 19 level advantage on me, but... Given that you're paralyzed, only 90 accuracy. I don't know if paralysis lowers your evasion in this game, because you would think that would be like the logical thing to happen. Alright, so next time, you're going to use Roost. And there goes your flying type. Ancient Power will at least raise my stats, which I'd like to happen. It's not going to be doing super effective damage. You're going to be paralyzed. You should have your flying type back. And I think a strong style Icicle Crash... A strong style Icicle Crash with my attack being raised one stage should allow me to take down this Braviary. Almost. Alright, not quite. And you're going to roost again. That's fun. We can use Ancient Power on the turn that I don't have the, like, type advantage or anything. You're going to be paralyzed. Excellent, excellent. Your paralysis is gone. Less excellent. And one more Icicle Crash should do this. Definitely, when you have the flying type, definitely can do more than half with an Icicle Crash. And there goes Braviary. Alright, good game. Defeated by a Piloswine 19 levels weaker than you. Yeah, Piloswine's definitely having a bit of a good time here in my party since evolving. Can't wait until you actually evolve into a Mamoswine. Or I can't wait until I choose to evolve you into a Mamoswine. Alright, but that's that. Thanks for playing with me. Guess I'll go home now. Bye! It is impossible to read that text without that intonation. Like, even if you just read it in your head. I was kidding! Play along with me on your flute. Braviary opened his heart and learned well the sound of you playing. And that's the sky plate. Alright. We're, our list of plates is, starting to add up, isn't it? How many do we have now? Oh, it's Adaman. What are you doing up here? This isn't your territory. Having Dragonite to fly around with should be fun for Braviary. Yeah, I'm glad. A world where people and Pokemon live and work together, huh? Tell me, why do you think the lightning that comes from the rift would cause these frenzies? Do you think this is Almighty Sinnoh's anger, or do you think it's the trial it's putting to us? If it's a trial, if we prove ourselves worthy, and if we quell the last noble, KyoMadoka, then the rift really ought to close, right? Even if the one who seems to be clearing this trial is a newcomer like you, not one of us who've been living in Hisui for ages now. How come you're playing all wise? I thought you weren't a big thinker, Adaman. Hush, Sabi. I can feel history on the move. As far as I can see, the only one ushering in this new era is you, so if I stick with you, someday I might get to meet Almighty Sinnoh myself. The question is, does listening to Adaman fascinate you or bore you to tears? Most of the time it bores me to tears, if we're being honest. Anyway, Dragonite, it's time for you to go soar with Braviary. If you jump from way up here, Braviary can take you gliding to just about anywhere. But don't forget about the Eternal Ice, that's why you need Braviary in the first place, right? Avalug's legacy is down there. Now to get a feel for flying with Braviary... Now go get a feel for flying with Braviary. When you're done soaring the skies and want to land, just ask them to dive. Alright. And that officially allows us to summon Braviary. Very nice. Excellent. Like, we could have just had us riding on the back of Braviary, but I think this is, like, considerably funnier. If we're gonna, like, hang glide with Braviary. Alright. Press the A button if you're falling from some height to summon him in a flash. Alright, so... I can do this the boring way. That's not the right button. I can do this the boring way. Or, I can actually just jump off a cliff. Alright, can I land? Ow. Let's do this the fun way, shall we? Alright, Banzai. And we are going to be going and soaring. Can I, like, soar faster? I can. Like, I can, like... Oh, what fun this is. This is the dragon flying that we never got in Skyrim. I love Skyrim to pieces, but I have no idea what's with the dragon flying mechanic in that game, because that's just, like, it doesn't work half the time. Anyway, I could go straight to my destination, or I could, like, soar in circles a little bit, which I kind of want to do, honestly. You know what I kind of want to do is just, like, land in camp. Like this. And I doubt the NPCs are going to react in any way, because they tend not to really react like that, but It would be funny. I need a heal anyway, badly, and I should probably, like, turn in some progress. Because I haven't done that in a while, and I want to see, like, where we are, but, yeah. Am I actually descending? I don't actually know if I'm descending. I feel like I'm descending, but I'm still pretty high in the air. Unfortunately, you do get to kind of see from, like, way up here, like, how, like, terrain tool-ish the terrain in this game is. Like, if you spent any time at all in a 3D terrain editor for a video game in, like, the Unity game engine or one of the other ones, ow, it was a bit of a hard fall, and you, like, zoom way the heck out, you can definitely see it looks very terrain tool-ish when you're soaring around with Braviary, but tends to be a hard problem to solve in games when, like, the draw distance isn't that high. Anyway, what am I looking for? I've run in circles around this pillar, like, multiple times. I need to investigate. Alright. So this is going to be our Eternal Ice. God is calling me on the phone. If it's important, he'll leave a message. What was that? Seriously. Ah! At last, the summit is conquered. And you made it too. Flew down to this place and obtained the Eternal Ice, did you? What drives that burning zeal of yours, I wonder? Alright, so you can have the Eternal Ice, and you can, I guess, go and make, like, ice bombs and give them to Avila, because that's obviously going to be its favorite food or something like that. I do have to respect the effort you put in. I may still have my own doubts weighing in on my mind, but I will make the necessary preparations so that you can face my Lord Avalug. Meet me at Ice Peak Arena. Now, don't you try to repeat the wondrous feat you're about to see me perform. A tall leap like this can only be managed by highly toned bodies like mine. Till we meet again. And then the gym rat is just gonna take off. Alright, we can do this the fun way. And we can, yeah, I definitely would like to go and, I think, fly over to this, this camp over here. Can I, pitch up or down on Breviary here? I don't think I can. How do I ask you to dive? Is that the Y button? Alright, yeah, dive is definitely the Y button. And I can just, like, smash right into Levinton's face. Alright. Nothing personal. Still getting used to the controls here. But anyway, I need to heal. And I am going to check in, because I do want to see what progress I've made. I've caught 13 Pokemon. Is that all? I feel like I've caught more. And a lot of those are Pokemon I actually kind of feel like using. But we're going to get some money, and we are going to get some experience on the Pokedex, which is probably a lot, because I've reported a lot of things today. You've been completed, so I can evolve you now. I can just do that. Rufflet, wow. Is that how many of you I caught? I didn't think I'd caught that many. 5? I guess I did. I did just throw wing balls around a lot when I was in, Lake Acuity. And Bronzong. Just by having it attack me, mostly. Alright, that's cool. Let's see. 32 tasks completed. Species with complete entries, 3. Alright, nice progress. I am going to continue my excursion, and... What else was there that I wanted to do? Oh yes, evolve. Alright. We can evolve Piloswine. And that's gonna be, Swine have, like, grew up fast. It's gonna be a Mamoswine. Let's see, Walrein. Do I need to do anything else with Walrein? Because I don't really feel like keeping Walrein around. I feel like I like Mamoswine better than Walrein as just, like, generally speaking, just what it does. Alright, I'll keep that loadout for now.